Sunday. Welcome in. I hope that you all had an amazing holiday. I hope that you were able to spend it with the people and with the things and doing the stuff that brings joy to your spirit. I have been all over the place. I've shared with you guys that I am in a 6 week PTO situation. So I don't go back to work until after the first of the year, the week after New Year's. And I've gotten lazy. Like, I don't feel like I've produced as many videos. I struggled with the 12 days of Dooney because I was traveling. There have just been some things where I have been trying to stay present and in the moment because those things are super, super important to me. But tonight we have two bags that are still available online, and I thought that I would share those with you. I am literally just getting off of the road. I still have stuff that needs to be unpacked out of the car. So zero prep has gone into tonight other than opening the box and pulling two things out for us to talk about. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. You are welcome here anytime. This is a judgment-free zone. This is a group of enablers that are addicted to Dooney and Bourke, hence the channel name Dooney Addict. We consider ourselves a community that we refer to ourselves as the tribe. Please feel free to interact in the chat, make a new friend, follow each other on social media, talk about the things that you have enjoyed over the holiday season, purchases that you have made, things that you are looking for, things that are on sale, because again, this is nothing more than a big group of enablers, and it is all about handbags and all of the other things. So Dooney brought us together, but we have shared so many other things, so don't feel like you're limited to just that. I would ask that you thumbs up the video, and with that, I'm going to put my glasses on because I see that there are boxes popping up with the chat, and I can't see anything. So after having celebrated another birthday, I'm just going to embrace it. All right, so two bags, two tonight. One of them is still on sale. The other one is still available in this color, but it has gone to its regular price. So I hope that you picked it up while it was at a holiday reduced price. I hope that you picked up as many colors as you would like because the price has gone up. I am super, super pleased with the size of the bag, but I think it's something that many of you would be interested in seeing how it, what it looks like, what it holds, how it compares. And then the other bag, it just makes me happy. The color, I cannot wait to get this one out of the plastic because it's I've got places to go, things to do kind of bag, but we are going to do a color comparison for that one as well. So what are we going to start with tonight? Let's start with this little Sweety, the Sweety leather crossbody, because these sold out. I think there's one color that's available, and I want to say that it's the blue. The pink was the one to sell out before that one. I pulled this one back out because it was close, it was accessible, and I want to do a color comparison to none other than Dooney's Grape. If I had gotten in the house a few minutes earlier, I would have dug out of the Dooney Vault my original grape bag, which is many, many years old, but I'm curious to see how that color compares to Dooney's Grape today. I also was curious to see how that grape compares to my Alto Cecilia. But again, I'm literally just getting off of the road, still have stuff in the car that needs to come in the house, but I wanted to get this live in. So we are talking about the odds and ends on Dooney and Bourke's website A few of the odds and ends were actually also available over on ILD for the same price. So if you were thinking that prices were different, they were not. Likely the only difference is that if you ordered it from Dooney, you probably got stickers in your box. If you ordered it from ILD, you probably did not. Penrose Drawstring in the color grape. So here she is. I am very pleased with the size of this bag. I am curious to see some of the details of it. So we are going to dive in. But in case you have not, in case you're on the fence, I received 114 of 159 again in the color grape. Let's see if it's going to show there. Right there. 114 of 159. Grapes and purples are not something that Dooney does often. So to get both an amethyst and a grape variety all in the same sale season, I thought was pretty that was a big deal for my purple lovers. All right, so okay. All right. So, let's talk about it. All right. So, Penrose Drawstring meet the tribe. Meet the Penrose Drawstring in the color grape. The very first thing that I want to note about this bag is it is super lightweight. I'm talking about you know what? Hold on. Let me check to see if they have the weight of this one listed on the site, because this does not feel, it's super light. Hold please, odds and ends. Let me get that pulled up. I'm surprised at how light it feels. Penrose 2 drawstring, and the details, it does not list the weight on here. This bag maybe 1 pound, 1 1/4, maybe 1 1/2. It is not heavy at all. As far as the leather itself, though, it has taken this color beautifully, and it's kind of giving the finish of like a Florentine. It looks, but it is nothing as hardy or as thick, and you can see that it's pretty squishy. Now, for a bucket or for a drawstring bag, I think that that's okay. But it just surprised me at how lightweight it is. All right, details. First is no feet under the base of this bag. It does have leather that has kind of been folded all around the base, but there is no piping on this bag, not up the sides. From a stitching standpoint, I do see like one little double stitch here. It caught my eye as I was looking at the leather, but everywhere else looks to be beautiful. This stitching is white. It's not the usual Dooney gold, and you can of course see it all through the drawstring. The drawstring is divided. I have an appreciation for the fact that with this leather being as lightweight as it is, that there are grommets in the leather for the drawstring to glide through, because I don't know that without the grommets that this leather would take a lot of friction and wear and tear before you started almost seeing like raw suede on the interior. So I love the fact that they did that. This does not have a zipper pocket on the back, but it does have what appears to be a pretty generous one on the front. We're going to see if my phone fits here shortly. And there's just the back. You can, of course, see that they put the tab so that your drawstring is going to, for the most part, stay centered. And it must be, it doesn't appear to be sewn down, but it is on here pretty snug, so it's not going to move, which means it's going to keep your drawstring centered, so it's not going to get all wonky. For hardware, again, minimal hardware. You have the grommets, you have the detailing on the web strap, and then you have the zipper. And that's it from a hardware standpoint. The strap, these loops attach. I like that they incorporated the leather into the grommet, into the hardware to create the loop that is going to secure your strap. I really, really like that. This strap is not removable or detachable. It is adjustable, short shoulder or crossbody. Not a super deep base. It is showing dimensions online of 10.5 inches long. I can see that. 5.5 in the depth and 11 inches tall. It's still 5.5 for some folks. That feels kind of clunky when you start talking about a crossbody, but we're gonna check it here in a minute to see what that looks like on me. Web strap, it is adjustable. It is the light khaki color. Again, strap is not removable, only adjustable. Pocket on the outside. All right, so the front wall of the zipper is not lined, so it is just the finish of the suede or the leather on the front wall. And then the actual interior of the pocket is a it looks like it's the linen, the cream colored linen that we saw in several of the bags this summer. This is a lightweight. Now I know the linen lining is super light to start with, but I was not expecting it to be this light. Does come with a dust cover, air paper for the stuffing. The interior is a little bit, I'm going to call it a modified SDS. It does have the nylon key keeper. It also has 2 slip pockets on the front wall here. And you could actually see the stitching from the inside of the outer zipper pocket. And let's see if my phone... Okay, pockets are not the same size. It will go in what would be the right one if I had it turned around, but not the left one. This one appears to be a little small. I did turn my phone upside down because I've got the pop socket thing on the back and a case and all that other stuff, but it does go in there. So if you use your inside pockets for phone storage because you don't like it on the outside, it will fit in one of those pockets. And then on the back wall, it has a zipper pocket and then 2 additional slip pockets. And phone will fit in one of those as well. All right. From a lining, let's talk about what I'm seeing. So the lining is light. You see the red tape binding that reminds me of the Roberta Pieri tote that I have, the by-side tote, because it has that red in the interior. So when you think about the odds and ends section and what the description says about it being pieces that are left over kind of from collections from some of the Italian tanneries, it makes sense that you start seeing maybe some of those details that you may see in other brands. But here's what I noted, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it on camera, but we're going to try it. This lining is super, super thin to the point that I can actually see the light coming through from the zipper here. When I look down into the bag, it is, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. But it's not a super thick lining. It's not super heavy. The leather in itself is not super thick. It is soft. It's buttery. It almost makes me think that the Juliet that I got earlier this year, even though it was labeled as Florentine, it might be a tinge thicker than this. Probably not, because it's not. But all right, detailing again. The outside is stitched, which is also the stitching for your pockets, and then you can see the raw stitching here. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because usually you don't see that kind of stitch work inside a Dooney bag, but I'm trying to remind myself of the description for this collection, because that's just not a normal finishing detail for Dooney. Let's see what the pockets on the front. Alright, so pocket or foam fits in the pocket. Could also throw keys, card case, a wallet in there. And let's see what we can get in the interior. We are going to start with a double zip. All right. So that doesn't take up a lot of space. We are going to use a deluxe mo. It will not fit in any of the pockets, but I think I'm going to throw it in the zipper here in the interior on the back wall. So we've got it there. We're going to throw in bottled water. I need Dooney to really give me a notebook cover. We've got a planner because it's the start of the new year. So we've got that. I'm going to stick that in here north south. We've got that. We are going to also throw in a wristlet, medium wristlet for corner zip, hard side MCM glasses, and a Dooney cosmetic. So that's it. I don't feel like it's a lot. I do not feel like this is a large drawstring bag. I don't. And I looked at the dimensions, so I know it's not like super crazy. The depth on the Penrose 2 drawstring is a little bit narrower than most of the other drawstrings like the Tasha, or even smaller than the depth on like my patent drawstring bags. It is smaller than Buckley as well, because again, you're only getting 5.5. So if those other bags are too large for you from a drawstring standpoint, then this one definitely has some shorter dimensions. All right, let's take a look at this one as a shoulder bag. All right. So I would adjust it a little shorter because my fingers are falling right here. I like to be able to have my hand so that it will fit underneath the bottom of the bag. And then not adjusted, it's definitely giving mammogram exam. So let's see. I let it out. Am I shortening it? Hold on. Let's see. No, that's lengthening it. All right, that's perfect. Hand gets right under the bottom, not giving full mammogram. If you're a little bit fluffier, there is some more adjustment, so you could make it a little bit longer. If you're taller and you want it a little bit longer as well as a shoulder bag, it will give you that option as well. As far as the drawstring, I don't feel like this one moved. Well, maybe it was just me. Okay, there it is. It did cinch down so that the top is secure, which I didn't have anything small in there, but it does cinch super tight at the top. Drawstring will need to be tamed a little bit so that it will, of course, start to lay flat, but I feel like you could hand mold this one because the leather is just so soft. Let's try that one more time. I probably need to do it all the way to the bottom. All right, so all the way, all right, 5'5", all the way to the very end from an adjustment, finally gets it to my comfortable shoulder length where the tips of my fingers are just barely getting underneath the bottom. So that is Penrose Drawstring 2. You can see I only have my phone and the coin case, and you can see what that leather is doing. This leather is super light, super thin. See how it left those? Which again, it's so soft. Look, it just rubbed right out. Okay, I may start feeling a little bit different about this leather. Because I was not expecting that to just go back to the way that it was. But again, the leather is super soft. It's buttery. It's not heavy at all. Even with all of this in here, this is so lightweight. Super lightweight. And that little indent that I just had in the front, just rubbing my finger across it with very light pressure. I didn't even feel like I was putting pressure on it, but it melted right back in place. phone. It went in there, but we're doing a little, it's a side jiggle. It's not straight in. It's going to be a little bit of Tetris in at an angle and then corner down. And I'm in the Galaxy Note, I forget which version, but I've had it for a little while, but it's a larger phone. So that was in the outside pocket, these two, and then in the interior, once I loosen the drawstring back up, pretty wide mouth, hard glasses case, small Dooney cosmetic, a deluxe Mo in the back zipper pocket, got a Coach notebook in here that was standing north south and it still was able to cinch, bottled water. I still have a corner zip, which is the same size as Dooney's medium wristlet, so that will fit, and a double zip wallet. So if you wanted a larger cosmetic to go in here, it would work because you wouldn't necessarily need 3 wallets. If you've got sunglasses that are in a smaller or soft-sided case, you'd be able to add a few more things in here. This is almost out. I wouldn't fold it because it came stuffed and it had air paper, which tells me Dooney does not recommend storing it flat. But given the ease that buffing out that little indention had, I wonder with this one being as soft as it is, if you could actually store it flat to minimize on your storage, and then just kind of give it a little bit of a hand massage, so to speak, to warm up the leather when you pull it out of storage, and it looks like it would pop back into place. From a branding standpoint, let's talk about that. No feet under the bottom. There is no branding on the grommets for the drawstring. The only labeling or branding that you're going to have is stitched right here on the front. And this is the logo that Dooney is using right now. It was on their Canvas collection. And we're going to talk about Canvas before the end or in my 2024 wrap up, because I have a new outlook on Canvas. But that's all that you have that will tell you that it's Dooney and Bourke. So it's just stitched. Yeah, black stitching all around. Bald Black Girl Chronicles got me in trouble earlier today, and all I can say is thank you. I was looking for color swatches for a bag that I have in my cart that I'm hemming and hawing about, and I finally found a video, her video, that shows it, and I immediately said, add to cart, submit order. So this is Penrose 2, because there are 2 different Penrose leathers. This is Penrose 2, lighter weight version. This is in the color grape, and grape compared to amethyst, not even in the same ballpark. Matter of fact, beside amethyst, this grape actually looks more Bordeaux to me than it looks grape, because my Alto grape piece is a little bit deeper than this, but it is a vibrant purple color. So again, if you were trying to figure out which color or trying to see how bright, like this may have been too bright for you, the amethyst, but you're looking for something a little maybe more wearable, less of a pop of color, then the grape is definitely an option. I could see this grape being a year-round color, although it does lean Bordeaux cranberry in its undertones, but there is a little bit more purple to the base. And that's it, of course, under the lights. All right. I did not order a Penrose 2 backpack. I could not decide on a color. I also absolutely love the backpacks that I have, that I travel with, and just decided I was not going to add another one. But what I do like, if you're on the fence about ordering the drawstring backpack, one, if the backpack, and I'm sure it will, cinch as securely as the top of this drawstring, then you should feel if somebody's messing around with your bag. That's the first thing. The second thing that I really, really like about that drawstring is let me just show you here on this one. There are some backpacks where the straps attach top to bottom. And with them having web straps on this backpack, it can mean that if your bag is not like perfectly balanced in its weight distribution of your items, it can cause that backpack to actually tilt out away from your back as opposed to it sitting upright. The Penrose 2 drawstring backpack, it attaches at the top and the straps actually come out to the side, which means that when you secure it down, it's going to pull the bottom of that bag back closer to your body, which means it's not going to tilt at the top the way some of those straps that are top to bottom pull away and lean forward. So again, if you're thinking about it, no concerns about the security of the drawstring, and I love the way that the straps attach because it's to the side so that you can actually pull it closer to you as opposed to it just being top to bottom, and then there's more likelihood that it's going to get off balance and start tipping. The top will start tipping away from your body. All right, so that's the drawstring. When I tell you light, buttery, squishy leather, this is it right here. What I appreciate, though, is that it does not have that super inexpensive, crunchy, red, weird lining that the Juliet had. So it makes it sound better, it feels better, it looks better, even though this is not Florentine leather. All right, so that's that one. Okay, bag number 2. All right, so bag number 2, I'm going to start with a rant because I hate when Dooney recycles bag names because it adds to confusion when people are doing videos. It adds to confusion on the resale market. It adds to confusion when people mistake one bag style or name for something else that someone might be looking for. And now I'm going to drop my mic because it's already been named. I do have this bag in its original in a couple of colors, and I pulled it out so that we could actually do a little bit of comparison. And this is the Ambler, and this one is in the color red. Top handle, front and back pocket. This one comes with an accessory. It has built-in organization in the interior. It has zips and slips and key keepers. Comes with a card case. Built-in wallet, again, slip, several card slots. It's got some depth in it so that you can, you know, store your phone or your keys or any of those things that may need just a little bit more space. And then also on the back side of the bag, you get another zip, slip. You've got open space, whole nother slip for cash or receipts, and more card slots. And remember, it also comes with a card case accessory. Strap is detachable. It is a crossbody. It is adjustable. It is third section removable. It can also be carried ladylike top handle. This one has the gold plated hardware. This Ambler is available in the Belvedere leather, which is what this is in the Belvedere. It's still available on the website. So if you were interested in the original, this is still available. But do y'all remember during the 12 days of Dooney how many times I mentioned the Ambler, the odds and ends, the gold, the Penrose, the all of that? Well, it's because I have a Dooney Bourke gold Carrington. Can we say Saturday night solid gold? When I think about evening events or needing a clutch or something, this is it. This is beautiful leather. Dooney did this gold metallic so well. They did gold. They did a silver. I have them both. I absolutely love this thing. But I wanted to see how this gold, which is many, many years old from Dooney, I wanted to see how it compares to the new gold. That's what I got in the Ambler. The other thing that I will say is, do you see how pristine my tassel still is? If you do not have the makeup brush shapers, the holders in order to keep your tassels in order, put that in your Amazon cart and go ahead and purchase those, because it makes a huge difference in the care and the maintenance of your tassels. So I'm just going to leave that there. Let's get into the gold Ambler. So this is gold Ambler, and this is 282 of 725. Everything is linked down below, so if you are falling in love, you can access it super quick down below. I wish this one had the top handle, because it would have been absolutely perfect. It does not have the front pocket like this one. It has, I really wish it had the gold logo plate on the front. I'm trying to continue to remind myself, it's odds and ends. Dooney is, you know, but this is the logo on the front. No other branding otherwise. It does have the back slip pocket. Strap is detachable. It is adjustable as well. It did not come with an accessory. At least it didn't say anything about an accessory on the website. All right, interior. It's got a really nice leather lining. It has the slip pocket, zipper pocket. You've still got the nylon key keeper, a little bit of space there so you can throw your phone in. The difference is this doesn't have the slip on the back. It's just got cards on the front side. It did come with a dust bag. And then on the back, air paper. Okay, on the back, it has the zipper and another slip, but no additional card slots, and no accessory, and no top handle. But do y'all see the gold? So I'm willing to give it some passes because, again, similar to grape, similar to Kelly green, these are not colors that Dooney does often. So to have it available and to go ahead and secure it, I am all for it. The hardware on this bag, though, is bigger than it is on the original. This one is, you can see this one, lobster claw, right, versus this lobster claw. Big difference in the hardware. Leather strap, adjustable, removal, third center section. Not removable, adjustable, but still can use it as a shoulder bag. Glad that it's removable because you could actually still just use this as a clutch. You could still use it as a clutch. But because it has the web strap on it, it is not going to be, it's not going to be like an evening bag. That's the reason I really wanted the top handle, is because it would have been absolutely perfect clutch, situation. Because it's gold, where is, I'm thinking about my gold chain strap. Is it hanging up? Or is it over here? I think that may actually work. Those are not it. Y'all, I've got card cases, accessories. I've got a little bit of everything, but I don't see the chain. But that would work because I think that the colors would be close enough that I could take this off and still use this as a more formal type situation. But the web strap, if you were doing summertime metallics, if you're doing gold sandals, or maybe you've got something else that you want a gold for, but you're looking for it to be super casual, the web strap is going to give you that option. But I will definitely be trying this with the gold chain strap to see what look that gives me. So, color comparison, not the same color gold. Not the same at all. I do have a Tory Burch card case. So since it didn't come with a card case, I'm certain that I will just use the gold one with it, because now, considering these are two different gold colors, this Tory Burch one seems to match pretty well with actually both of them. So, I don't know how Tory pulled that off, but I'm kind of glad because they didn't have any other accessories or anything else gold on the site, other than like the charms and the charm initials, and I think the duck is on there. When you key in gold to search, it has that on there as well. So, Web strap for casual, gold chain strap for everything else, or to just detach it and just use it as, for example, a hand bag or as a clutch. And that will give me the opportunity to swap up using my Carrington, but my phone is not gonna. Will my phone fit in here? Straight in, no Tetris required. Perfectly holds the phone. It works. All right, so let's take a look at this. So let me zip it up. No adjustment. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. I love it. I love that. And then let's adjust it to be a crossbody. Perfect. So again, casual with the web strap, but you can definitely, like who does, like Michael Kors, I think I have a video posted of bags on my LTK where he did some red, silver, and gold metallics because they come back periodically. I think Dooney does metallics exceptionally well. They've done a bronze in the past. They've done silver, gold, and pewter. Those are the metallics that I know for sure they've done in the past. I love this. I do. Top handle would have been even better because I don't know that I would have actually... I would have not needed to do the chain strap because if I had a top handle, then I just would have used it as a little ladylike bag. But because it doesn't, I'm definitely going to try the chain. And I don't have anything with the chain close by. So I may have to just post it a little bit later. I'll swap it and post it over on my LTK. But that's it. Those are two. This one is still on sale and available on the site. I think when this one goes off sale, I think the regular price is going to be $248 or $298. The drawstring is already off of promo. The backpack is still on, but the drawstring is not. So given we have no clue what prices are going to do in 2025, no clue what pending tariffs will do for prices, because I guarantee you those will be passed along to us as consumers. The deals are great right now, and if you can take advantage of these post-holiday sales and get some of the things, because this is like new from Dooney. These are absolutely new. Didn't see them until the holiday season. If you can go ahead and get your hands on some of these while they're discounted, I would recommend doing that, because again, the prices are at some point going to adjust. And this one went from, I think it was what was it? 178 to 398. So yeah, that was a great holiday deal. So that's it. Those are my two reveals for tonight. I am not going to make any promises because I am running wild and free. So I'm not going to commit to like coming back for another live or posting another video of a reveal, because I really would like to do those live. I do have a New Year's Day video, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, the 12 days of Dooney videos are still up if you're looking to compare prices. I've been posting over on my LTK. I've got some footage there from my birthday trip, some purchases for the trip, on the trip, after the trip. So that's all available. There's like over 1,000 videos on this channel, so there is plenty to fill your time. But I'm going to continue to run wild and free, and hopefully I'll get back for another video because I need to do my best of 2024, and I still have not shared like all of my birthday purchases, so I'm behind. But how often do you get 6 weeks paid time off of work that's not medical? Right. That's why I'm running wild and free. Like flights, trips, cars, boats, planes, you name it. Call and say I'm invited or I can go or whatever, and I am absolutely there. So I am enjoying it. I don't remember my passwords for work, so that's going to be a whole adventure trying to get signed back in. But I'll cross that bridge in 2025 when I get to it. In the meantime, I am going to get ready to sign off here, go unpack the car, and then figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. So thank you so very much for watching. Again, affiliate links down below. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care, everyone.